Only read Dr. Seuss if you dare, and if you do, just beware. You are then a racist, like they say, but just ignore them, and it'll all be okay. Let me explain. I'm Katie Petrick, and this is Healthy Republic. That hat is really heavy, but not as heavy as my heart for dear Dr. Seuss, who must be canceled on account of racism. No, he's not racist, but cancel culture says he is. So... By now you know the story of Dr. Seuss, and yes, I know I'm punny, and how Dr. Seuss has been deemed racist and insensitive, or at least 6 of his books have been, including this one, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. You let me know in the comments, in oh the places you'll go fashion, how far past reality have we traveled? And as always, please share this video, especially if you think Dr. Seuss is amazing, because he is. But we must now cancel 6 of his books because they have racist images, even though they don't. That doesn't really matter. But I was told by the president, you know, the almighty Barack Obama, that Dr. Seuss is the one and only whom we need.
Pretty much all the stuff you need to know is in Dr. Seuss. It's like, the Star-Belly Sneeches, you know? We're all the same. So why would we treat somebody differently just because they don't have a star on their belly?
Dr. Seuss was a wordsmith. Barack Obama was a hypocrite. Some of all that stuff you need to know is found in these 6 books that will no longer be published and which could basically get you kicked off of eBay if you try to sell them. But you can still sell Hitler's Mein Kampf. Anyway, those evil Seuss books are And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street, If I Ran the Zoo, McElligot's Pool, On Beyond Zebra, Scrambled Eggs Super, and The Cat's Quizzer. The worst part is that it was Dr. Seuss Enterprises who decided to cancel the 6 books, and it was announced on Seuss's birthday, which is a real kick in the balls.
Seuss's foot rockets into Kirby's crotch at 22 miles an hour, landing with 1,100 pounds of force.
Eek! And I don't even have balls. But neither does Joe Biden, who, unlike his homie Barack Obama and Orange Man Bad Donald Trump, did not include the Theodore Geisel, Dr. Seuss, in the National Read Across America Day proclamation, which is made every March 2nd, Dr. Seuss's birthday. No balls, Biden then sent Jen, I sucky at my job, out there to defend why Dr. Seuss was left out.
The day is also a chance to celebrate diverse authors whose work and lived experience reflect the diversity of our country, and that's certainly what they attempted to do or hope to do this year. And as we celebrate the love of reading and uplift diverse and representative authors, it is especially important that we ensure all children can see themselves represented and celebrated in the books that they read.
I'm shocked she didn't just circle back on that, but her answer says it all. We can't have Seuss books because he's not diverse. He only created just about 100 different characters in more than 60 kids' books. But I don't identify as a Sneetch, a Wocket, or a Bifferbaum bird, so it is simply not allowed to exist. We for sure can't have such an awful man allowed to present his books to the general public.
Books he says he wrote not for children, but for people.
Why is humor so important? Without humor, we'd have nothing, I don't think.
What a monster! I'm triggered. And this is why it's so necessary that companies continue to allow themselves to be canceled because of one offended lefty taking to Twitter or TikTok, announcing their emotional instability, and laying claim that it's the white supremacist, capitalistic, Christian, and or conservative's fault for said feelings. And that goes all the way down to the youngest of the young, babies. Babies are racist. The Arizona Department of Education is now making that claim. Journalist Christopher Rufo uncovered this stupidity and let everyone know just what Arizona thinks of its babies. According to their equity toolkit, the Department of Ed included a graphic that states, by 3 months old, your baby may be racist because he or she can recognize different races. That simple fact makes him or her racist. They go on to say that silence about race reinforces racism. So you must educate your baby beginning at birth so they don't absorb the bias from the world around them. that kid will so clearly be a racist. But unlike him, this 4-year-old boy will grow up to be a model for his generation.
The GayBCs. You like this book? Yes. Are you a woke toddler? Yes. Can you say, I'm woke? I'm woke. A is for I lie. B is for bye. C is for coming out. D is for drag. E is for equality.
He's a woke toddler. So Dr. Seuss is racist, but the GayBCs is good. Let's look more closely at this atrocity of a book that woke mom is so proud of her emotionally abused son. The GayBCs is by Matt Webb and is summarized as a joyful celebration of LGBTQ plus vocabulary for kids of all ages. It's a playdate extravaganza that transforms into a celebration of friendship, love, and identity as 4 friends sashay out of all the closets, dress up in a wardrobe fit for kings and queens, and discover the wonder of imagination. Here are some samples from the book. B is for bi. You can shout it loud. I like boys and girls, and that makes me proud. And just know that the letter X is for X. You can write it down when you don't prefer M or F as your noun, or reality as truth. Now, just as a point of comparison, let's take a look at the racist Dr. Seuss's ABC book for the same exact letters. Big B, little b, what begins with B? Barber, baby, bubbles, and a bumblebee. Big X, little x, what begins with X? X-ray and xylophone, X, X, X. That racist just taught kids actual words. He really is showing his racist bona fides. So again, just as another reminder, Dr. Seuss, who wrote an ABC's book and a book called You Are Kind, can't be read, but the GayBCs is encouraged. A review by Booklist actually praised the GayBCs because, for many kids, this will encourage important conversations about identity and sexuality, as well as offer those who might be questioning their own identities the space to see themselves. This book is for 4 to 8-year-olds. These same kids are expected to be able to choose whether to cut off their genitalia or take hormone blockers too. We don't have kids anymore, just smaller adults. Meanwhile, the adults in the room are trying to get out of any responsibility. Insert teacher unions. Really, there shouldn't have been any uproar about Read Across America Day and Dr. Seuss because how many kids were even in school to know about it? Could we get a little more worked up about kids not being in school for an entire year, as we seem to be about Dr. Seuss? Or maybe we just let Seuss be the one to teach our kids to read, since they're not doing it in the schools either. But I digress. I've talked enough. The day is through. Now go read some Seuss. It'll be good for you. But before you go, please be kind. Share this link. It'll help me out and hopefully get others to think. Until next time, stay healthy, America.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Most of you know our show is being censored by big tech.
While this makes it harder to meet the cost of producing the show, that's part of it. It also demonstrates that we must be having tremendous success, or they wouldn't bother to try to shut us down.
If you like hearing truth and common sense with a love for freedom, please join the Patriot Club with a one-time $99 tax-deductible donation. And you'll get this sweet vessel of joy as part of a thank you for joining the Patriot Club.
Etched with the American flag and the words freedom never tasted so good.
All you have to do is visit patriotclub.us and become a Patriot member today.
That's patriotclub.us. Thank you and God bless.